today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still... Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out as we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
36-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
It's from the gun. It's a give to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The numbers a week ago for Michel. 18 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Michel. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
On the return, Johnson. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Cook, the ball carrier. Dietrich Wise there on the stop.
Cook. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short throw to Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Patriots.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 18-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They run. Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and...
Here's Mahomes to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. That's 4 yards on the pickup. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Patriots, nothing.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Elliott on for the extra point. Good to make it 14-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, it's caught on the right side. Williams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, it's Cook. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17. Patriots, nothing.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you don't
down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Aguilar has it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10.
It's caught by Mike Evans.
The pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll check this one down to Michel. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
New England.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Patriots 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Black Knights who have the lead. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being
through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Sony Michel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score.
So what did you say earlier, my man? You said one big play away from getting back in this game. And guess what? There it was.
Yeah, we talked about it, that despite the scoreline, they were that close on the road, and boom, there you go.
Well done, Nostradamus.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Mahomes pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier. The tackle by Melvin Ingram. A 2-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. before getting this inside the 30.
Minnesota Vikings.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
On first down, it's Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Mahomes firing complete and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And it's up and good. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31.
They'll run with Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 8.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A 14-yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he will have a Patriots 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass incomplete.
The pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by a Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They start the drive with Cook. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Dante Hightower on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
on second down now. It's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
They'll run with Madison.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That'll be complete to Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
27, Patriots 14.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 30-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
The throw to the middle, taken in.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
First down, Patriots.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get that to Michel. Complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Complete to Sony.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll get this underneath to Michel.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's third down.
Back to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Vikings, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for New England, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.